Hi, pleasure meeting you officially. I'm so excited to have you on the show. Let's talk about the Fire group routine. How beautiful. And also the lyrical hip-hop last week. I didn't get to talk to you about it, but so palpable. Can you talk about your inspirations, where you find these pieces?
Yeah, this piece, the opening number tonight, was really, it was inspired by a photograph that I had found online. And sometimes I go through like thousands of photos and I just pull them.
Sure.
And the one really stood out to me. It was this black and white photo of a man just kind of like pulling rope from the ground.
Wow.
And then conceptually, it kind of inspired this theme of, of people, kind of being held back, like holding themselves down, kind of trying to break free, trying to find that freedom in life. And that was the guys, and then the girls represented, that choice to just like let go of whatever's holding you back. So yeah, it was deep, and the kids I think really connected to it, and we had a lot of heart-to-heart moments, and it was a really beautiful process.
Such a good way to kick off the show. Now, how do you balance getting that emotion out of them, but also the responsibility of moving them out of their comfort zone? That's a huge responsibility for you guys. Nigel touched on that it's your, you have that on your shoulders to bring that out of them. What's your technique for that balance?
It's hard. You kind of got to go with what's happening in the room. You kind of just be in the moment and kind of be present for what's happening. We have very short amount of time to get to know these kids. We have a very short amount of time to create these routines specifically for them, because we don't know who we have until like the day before we're about to rehearse with them. So it all happens very, very fast. You just have to kind of be in the moment. And then, sometimes for me, I've found that just stopping rehearsal, sometimes we push fast. We push a lot of movement on them, and a lot of choreography. And sometimes you just got to like pause for a second, check in with them, see how they're doing. Because this process is intense, and it's a lot.
So good. What's it like between the group, choreographing a group routine versus a duo? What's that process like for you as choreographer?
It's a little bit less pressure, because at the end of the day, I know there's not a judgment on it. So that's nice. It's just for fun. It's just to like open the show and celebrate dance. But then, it's very difficult because you get a lot less time to teach the kids, because it's just not the focus of their week. They have to be focused on their duets, because that's the thing that's going to put them in the bottom or not.
Of course. So. Well, lastly, I have to know, so who has surprised you? There's been a lot of talk about Slavic, a lot of talk about Genesee, but for you personally, who has just really wowed you?
I'll tell you, tonight, I was very surprised with JJ in that final hip-hop routine, because I really couldn't take my eyes off of it. And I'll be honest, I would have judged him to not look that fresh doing hip-hop. I would have just said, well, he's jazz. It's going to sit a little uncomfortable on his body. But he killed it, and I was very, very proud of him. And then, Genesee has always been a little bit of a fighter to me. So I'm always like watching her do her thing and like push through. So I'm always very proud of her too.
So good. Chris, thank you for talking to us. Can't wait to see you next week in studio. This guy right here.
Boom, it's going down. I'll see you there.
So exciting. Okay.